Good morning everybody. Okay, thank you. Okay, welcome to our English class again. Okay, today I have prepared something great for you. Okay, because I say something great because it is a very important lesson for you. Be it you are a pupil, a student, an English teacher, a professional of the English language, this lesson is very important for you, okay? Because as sometimes we write some essays, okay? Who talks about essays talks about linking words, meaning that you cannot master your essay writing without mastering linking words. Okay, so to master your essay writing, you must master your linking words. So there is a list of linking words, okay, in order to write correctly or efficiently your essay. That is why I prepared them for you. Okay, so it is a very important lesson. So all those who will not follow this lesson, let me tell you that they will miss something great, okay? Because the expression I'm going to give you here are expressions that are known in essay writing, okay? They are expressions known in essay writing in order to perfect your essay or in your writing, okay? So follow me well. They are very important. Follow me well, and I'm sure that if you master them, you will succeed in your essay. Okay, so the title is Linking Words for Essays. Linking Words for Essays. Okay, linking words for essays. Okay, what is linking words? Linking words are words that help you to connect ideas. Okay, so this is important. Let me put this in color. Connect ideas. Linking words are words that help you to connect ideas and sentences. Okay? How to connect your ideas and sentences. Okay? You can connect your ideas and sentences by using linking words. Okay? So linking words are words that help you to connect ideas and sentences when you speak or write English. Okay? That is, linking words are used in writing and in speaking. Okay? They are used in writing and speaking. So they are words that help you to connect, okay, ideas and sentences when you speak or when you write the English language. Okay? Which means that we can use linking words to give examples. We can use them to add information. We can use them for summarizing. We can use them to sequence information. We can use them to give a reason or giving a result. Or we can use them to contrast ideas. Okay? So we are going to discover them little by little. So the first aspect is linking words for giving examples. Okay, for giving example, these are expressions to use when you want to give example during your writing or during your essay. For example, okay, for instance, namely, okay, for example, for instance, namely, okay, and the most common way of giving example is by using for example. For example is the example that is known. It is the expression that is known by everybody when you want to give example. For example, okay, or for instance. For example or for instance. And namely here refers to something by name. That is, if you want to name someone, okay, you can use the term namely. Okay, so namely refers to something by name. Okay, namely refers to something by name. Example, there are two problems, namely the expense and the time. Okay, there are two problems, namely the expense and the time. Let me put namely the expression in this color. there are two problems, namely the expense and the time. Okay, so for giving example, you can use this expression, for example, okay, for instance, and namely. And I repeat you, the most common way is, for example, and for instance, when you want to give example, you can use namely if it refers to something by name. That is why I have given you this example. There are two problems, namely the expense and the time. Okay? Now, for giving information, linking word for adding information, please. If you want to add information, you can use all these expressions. If during your essay you want to add information. For example, and, okay, in addition, as well as, also, to, furthermore, moreover, apart from. Okay? And in addition, as well as, also, to, furthermore, moreover, apart from. That is, all these expressions are used for adding information. If you want to add information, okay, you have to use them. So it is not finished. You have in addition to, besides. Okay? In addition to, besides. Okay. Ideas are often linked by N. Okay. For example, when you take N is linked. Ideas are linked by N. That is, you can use the term N to link your different ideas. Okay. So ideas are linked by N. In a list, if you want to list them, for example, you have to put a comma between each item, but not before N. Okay? For example, look at the example. We discussed training, comma, education, and the budgets. Okay? Can you see how N is written here? Okay? So, okay, so ideas are linked by N. In a list, you put a comma between each item but not before and. Okay? We discussed training, education, and the budget. Okay? Which means that after education, you must not put a comma. Okay? So, you put a comma between each item but not before and. We discussed training, comma, education, and the budget. Okay? Now, also, at the level of also, let me tell you that also is used to add an extra information, or when sometimes you want to make an emphasis. Okay? Also is used to add an extra idea or emphasis. That is, if you want to make an emphasis on a given term or on a given idea. Okay? So also is used to add an extra idea or emphasis. Example, we also spoke about marketing. Okay? Also here means that we emphasis on the term marketing. Okay? We emphasis on the term marketing. Okay? Also is used to add an extra idea or emphasis. Example, we also spoke about marketing. You can use also with not only to give emphasis. Also, let me put it, not only, with not only, with not only, okay, we can use also with not only to give emphasis. Okay, example, we are concerned not only by the cost, but also by the competition. We are concerned not only by the cost, but also by the competition. Can you see here, not only and also. So you can use also with not only to give emphasis. Okay? We don't usually start a sentence with also. Okay? Remember well, also cannot be started by a sentence. No. Okay, you cannot start it by a sentence. If you want to start a sentence with a phrase, that means also, you can use in addition or in addition to this. But do not say also at the beginning of a sentence. No. If it is, for example, you want to start a sentence with a phrase, that means also you can use in addition or in addition to. Instead of using also, you say in addition to the competition or in addition to the problem or in addition to, okay? So do not use also at the beginning of the sentence. Now, you have as well as here can be used at the beginning or the middle of a sentence. You can use as well at the beginning or at the middle of a sentence. It doesn't matter. Example, as well as because we are concerned by the competition. Okay? As well as because we are concerned by the competition. We are interested in cost as well as the competition. We are interested in cost as well as the competition. So, as well as can be used at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. So you can make a choice, okay, in the use of as well. Okay, as well as maybe at the beginning or in the middle. Okay. Now, let's continue. You have two. Two here. Two goes either. Okay. Two goes either at the end of the sentence or after the subject and means as well. Okay. Two and as well are the same. They have the same meaning. Okay. Two goes either at the end of the sentence or after the subject and means as well. Example, they were concerned too. I too was concerned. For example, they were concerned as well. Okay? Okay? They were concerned as well. I was concerned as well. Okay? So I too was concerned. They were concerned too. So it can be put at the end of the sentence. Okay? It can be put at the end of the sentence or after the subject if you want. Like in the second example. I too was concerned. Now, when you take apart from and besides, okay, apart from and beside are often used to mean as well as or in addition to. Apart from and besides are often used to mean as well as or in addition to. Example, apart from Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturer. Apart from Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturer. Another example, besides Rover, we are the largest sport car manufacturer. Besides Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturer. Okay? Besides Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturer. Now, let's see moreover and furthermore. Moreover and furthermore. Okay, moreover and furthermore. Moreover and furthermore add please extra information to the point you are making. Okay? That is, you use moreover and furthermore when you want to add an extra information to the point you are making. Okay? Example, marketing plans give us an idea of the potential market. Moreover, they tell us about the competition. Okay? Marketing plans give us an idea of the potential market. Moreover, they tell us about the competition. So, moreover and furthermore are used when you want to add extra information to the point you are making. Okay? Let's continue. Now, let's deal with summarizing. That is when you want to summarize your point. When you want to summarize your idea, your essay, or your writing, all these are expressions that can be used to summarize. Okay, for example, in short, in brief, in summary, to summarize, in a nutshell, to conclude, in conclusion. Okay, in short, in brief, in summary, to summarize, in a nutshell, to conclude, in conclusion. Okay, we normally use these words at the beginning of the sentence to give a summary or what we have said or written. Okay, we normally use them at the beginning of the sentence to give a summary or what we have said or written. Okay, so you have to pay attention in the use of this. Okay, we only use them at the beginning of the sentence to give a summary or what we have said or written. Okay, so in number 4, sequencing ideas. Okay, sequencing ideas. That is, sequencing means when you want to sequence. Okay, when you want to sequence your ideas. Okay, you can use this information, you can use this expression to sequence your ideas. For example, you have the former ... the latter. Okay, the former ... the latter. Firstly, okay, firstly, secondly, finally. Okay, sequence means if you want connect. Okay, connect your ideas, connect them connect each other. If you want to connect each other, the former ... the latter. Firstly, secondly, finally. Okay, the first point is lastly, the following. Okay, now the former, we are going to see them into details. The former and the latter. The former and the latter are useful when you want to refer, when you want to refer to one of 2 points. Okay, the former and the latter are useful when you want to refer to one of 2 points. That is, when you want to refer to one of 2 points, you can use this expression, the former and the latter. So they are useful when you want to refer to one of 2 points. Example, marketing and finance are both covered in the course. Marketing and finance are both covered in the course. So marketing is 1 point, finance is another point. Okay, so marketing is one of the 2 points. Okay, marketing and finance are both covered in the course. The former is studied in the first term, the former meaning marketing, and the latter is studied in the final term. The latter means finance. Okay, marketing here represents the former and finance here represents the latter. So they are useful when you want to refer when you want to refer to one of 2 points. Marketing and finance are both covered in the course. The former is studied in the first term and the latter is studied in the final term. Now, for firstly, if you want to use firstly, secondly, and thirdly or finally if you want. Okay, secondly, finally or lastly. Okay, firstly, secondly, finally or lastly are useful ways to list ideas. That is, when you want to list ideas, you can use all of this. Firstly, for example, the government must create jobs. Secondly, the government must help people. Finally or lastly, people must do their best to have a job, for example. Okay, so when you want to list idea, you can use this expression: firstly, secondly, finally, or lastly. So they are useful to list ideas. And let me tell you that it is rare to use fourthly. Fourthly is not used. Okay, fourthly or fifthly. The expressions that are commonly used are firstly, secondly, finally or lastly. Sometimes thirdly is also used, but not fourthly or fifthly. So you pay attention, it is rare to use them fourthly or fifthly. Instead, try the first point. Instead of using fourthly or fifthly, you can say the first point, the second point, the third point, and so on. Okay? So I think that this cannot help you not to use fourthly or fifthly. Okay? So instead of using fourthly or fifthly, you try the first point, the second point, the third point, and so on. Okay? The fourth point, the fifth point. So I think that these are better than using fourthly or fifthly. And the following is a good way of starting a list. Look at here. The following people have been chosen to go on the training course. N. Peters, C. Jones, and A. Owl. So these are, for example, an example of starting a list. You can say that, for example, the following people have been chosen to go on the training course. Firstly, N. Peters. Secondly, C. Jones. And lastly and thirdly, A. Owl. Okay. For example, this is a good way of starting a list by using firstly, secondly, thirdly, or